everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Q&A. I've never done one before. This is my very first one. I asked you guys to ask me the questions on Instagram. Follow me if you want to see them at Bella Elizabeth with an extra H. I'll put it right here. But yeah, that's where I'm getting all my questions. So I actually got a pretty good amount of them. I'm gonna try to answer all of them. I don't know how long that's gonna make this video. Oh, also, I'm not in my room. If anyone asks about the cute decor behind me, it's Brooks. I'm sitting on her bed right now because Maria, my roommate, she's asleep. Okay, so let's get into these juicy questions you asked me. The first question is, why did you want to work for Disney? Basically, the reason why I want to work for Disney is because I am obsessed with Disney. Like, my whole family are Disney addicts. We grew up with Disney. My original plan was to get my master's after I graduated from college, but then when I found out about the DCP, I knew that I wanted to do it at least just to try it and see what it's like and see if I like working for Disney. Now that I am here, I do want to work for Disney in the long run. That's now my plan. I don't know if the master's is part of the plan anymore, but yeah, I really want to do that. Just being here and being part of the magic, that's like my big thing, because growing up, like, I went to Disney and I like received the magic from the cast members, if that makes sense, and then I wanted to do that myself, and now I'm doing it and I love it. So that's why I want to work for Disney. Okay, next question. If you could have any other job at Disney, what would it be? I don't think you mean DCP jobs, because within the DCP you can only do certain positions, like have certain roles. The ultimate one that I'd like to do is called VIP tours. So VIP tours is basically really bougie. You get to give tours to people who like spend money on these like special tours, and you take them around the parks, and it's like an exclusive thing. I would love to be a VIP tour guide, because then you have like one-on-one experience with guests and you can like give them this extra special magic experience, if that makes sense. What does a typical day of work look like, and how much free time do you get at the parks? Typically, I get 2 days off a week, and I do try to spend both those days in the parks, just because if I don't have
a day in the parks at least once a week, I start to feel very deprived. That's how obsessed I am.
For my work days, sometimes I have day shifts and sometimes I have closing shifts. When I have a day shift, I typically get off at like 5 or 6, and then by the time I get home, it's around like 7. I don't normally go to the parks afterwards just because it's only like a couple hours and I feel very rushed getting there. But sometimes I'll go to like Springs or something like that, because then it's a place that's open late and I can do something fun there. I don't know, see a movie, something like that. Then when it comes to closing shifts, those typically will start at like 4 or 5 and then like till the rest of the night. I like to sleep in. Like, I have a problem with sleeping. I just have to sleep in. I cannot get up early. So when it comes to those days, I'll literally just sleep and then attempt at cooking something for dinner so that I don't have to bring a PB&J every day like a 5-year-old. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to try to go to the parks maybe like before or after work more often, because it's nice to be able to go for like a few hours just to like start your day or end your day. But yeah, typically I'll do that on my days off. And then sometimes if I really need a day to myself, which has happened every once in a while, where like I haven't cleaned my room in a while, or I haven't done laundry in a while, or I haven't done my responsibilities that I'm supposed to be getting done. Yeah, that happens sometimes and I need to catch up. So then I'll just stay home for the day or for the majority of the day and get that all done. And I just have like a chill day, and also editing videos. This is literally turning into me like telling myself what I need to do. Oops. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much how my schedule is. Next question, how has your quick service food and beverage experience been so far? With quick service, when I first started out, I have to admit, I did struggle a little bit just because it's working with food. I feel like when you're in quick service, you need to just be able to understand that this is how it's gonna be. Like, you're dealing with food, you're dealing with trash, you're dealing with guests who just want their food and want to get on with their day at the parks. It's really not that bad. It was just at first I struggled a little bit, but I really like my coworkers. My coworkers have made the experience so much better. I have so much fun with them. I'm friends with a lot of them. My leaders too, leaders and coordinators. It's hard to explain what leaders and coordinators are, but basically it's like managers. Also, when it comes to work, for me personally, I really like interacting with guests. So when I'm on like the counter or something, that's what I love the most, is being able to talk to the guests and ask them how their day's going, like make magic for them, stuff like that. And that's the thing with quick service, is even though it's different from other jobs and some people say that they'd rather have another position, you can still make magic with quick service and you can still enjoy it a lot, because like I've made it that way for myself. And if you have like a positive attitude at work, it's really gonna help you and it's gonna make the experience better. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to make a whole video on that, because I can do that. I can make a video just about quick service in general and that job. Oh my gosh, the next question. This is such a good question. From Kendall, one of my roommates. How many toes do you have? 6. What program do you use to edit your videos? I use a program called Filmora. Not a lot of YouTubers use this. I have a budget. I'm broke. And also, I don't have a Mac. A lot of YouTubers have the Mac, like, computer, and they use this editing software called Final Cut Pro. I would absolutely love to work my way up to getting a Mac and getting Final Cut. I'm hoping that one day it'll happen. But yes, for now I use Filmora. It's not that bad. It's a nice deal, like, if you have a budget. Okay, next question. What is your budget like for the DCP? So, when it comes to spending money on the DCP, it's very difficult because, like, if you're in the parks, obviously you're gonna want to get food there because you don't really have any other option if you're spending the entire day there. Also, when you're coming back from work, which, by the way, I know I don't have a car, but I get rides from people, so like we stop at like McDonald's or something. So things like that are really tempting because all you want to do is just grab something to eat on the way back so you don't have to cook. Let me tell you, cooking, it seems like it would be so simple, but I never have time or energy to do it. Anyway, when it comes to buying food, I'll get it if I'm going to the parks, and I'll try to pick something cheap. So like I'll go to a quick service location. I have not done many sit down meals. I'll try to pick one that has our cast member discount, and then I won't get a drink, like I'll just get water. So I feel like when it comes to food, like I can still treat myself to food like that. Then every now and then I'll get a coffee because cast members get discounts at Joffrey's. And then when it comes to merchandise, so I don't buy myself stuff that often. During the holidays, we get a 40% discount, which just started. So like it saves you a lot of money. So I'm going to try, if I want anything, to get it in that period of time. The thing that I do when it comes to spending money on merchandise and things like that, I only get it if I really, really want it. So like I go into a store, if I see something I really like, I ask myself like, do you really want this? Because a lot of the time it's something like when I go in there, I see stuff that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I love this, I want this, but it's like, do you really, really want it? If that makes sense. When it comes to special things like sit down meals at table service restaurants, I do that very, very occasionally. So it's for special occasions. If my roommates and I want to do a roommate dinner or something like that, I'll do that. So that's the way I budget. I hope that I explained that whole thing well enough. I am trying to save money because I do have college loans, because I did graduate and I did go to an expensive school. Wow, next question. It's from Bella, one of my roommates. She says, do you love your roommates? Well, no, I'm kidding. I love my roommates. I know you're all probably gonna watch this, so XO, love and hearts and kisses, love you all. No, I really do. Like, I literally love my roommates. This sounds so sarcastic, but I'm serious. I love all my roommates. What did you study in college? I studied psychology. Oh, this is a really good question. Why did you decide to do the DCP after school and not during? The biggest reason why I decided to do it after is because I knew that I was gonna wanna stay if I did it in the middle of school. I knew that if I left school, like in the middle of school and came down here, I knew that I would want to extend or something like that. And again, with loving Disney so much, like I really don't see myself being able to return to school if it was in the middle of it. So I guess I could say that that's advice for you guys if you're considering doing the DCP. You can do it after you graduate. It has to be within a year of graduating. If you are worried that you're gonna want to stay if you go in the middle of school, just wait. Also, I didn't really have friends. I wanted to graduate with my friends. Next question, skincare routine. So just to give a little background on that, I have had a horrible experience with acne. I started getting acne when I was like 11, and it was just a struggle from then on. I'm 22 now. Right now, I use this face wash. It's a Neutrogena face wash. If I find it, I'm gonna insert pictures here so that you guys know what it is. But I just use that in the morning and at night. And then at night, I use this. The brand is Clean and Clear. You can get it at Target. It's literally $5. The fact that I don't know what it's called is pretty bad because I've literally been using it for so long. But yeah, that's what I use. I use that every night before I go to bed. I just put it all over my face. It dries out my skin. Advice for those of us still in school or trying to apply for the DCP. The best kind of advice that I can give to you, it's kind of the same thing that I said earlier. Think about what you want to do before you apply. Like, think about like, am I gonna want to stay when I get down there? Because it can be tricky trying to figure out what you want to do with school if you stay down here. If you want to transfer schools to like, you know, UCF or something like that, keep that in mind. Another big piece of advice is be prepared to work. Sometimes, and you're probably gonna hear this anywhere, sometimes people don't really understand how much work is involved in the DCP be, you're basically full-time. I don't have a problem with working as often as I do. You have to remember that when you have days off, like those 2 days off in the week, you can use those in the parks and you can make the best of your experience with your friends and stuff like that. Having time after work or having time before work, just keep in mind you are going to be tired, but you also do have opportunities to be in the parks. Look forward to it. Like, look forward to work, look forward to making magic. Don't expect it to be all like happiness, because like any job, you're gonna have struggles with any job. So I guess that's the best advice I can give you. And then when it comes to trying to apply, I don't really know like the context of this question, so I'm just gonna answer it like in all forms that I'm thinking of. When it comes to applying, I would say like when it comes to your phone interview, be yourself, because Disney is not trying to like put pressure on you when they're asking you questions. They want you to be confident and they want to know like what kind of person you are and how you can fit in with the company. So if you be yourself and you show how much you are looking forward to having the opportunity, they're gonna love you and you don't need to be nervous because they're all nice. They're not out to get you. Iced or hot coffee? And oh, it says stay iced, please and thank you. So like, I love coffee in all forms. I'm addicted to coffee, but yeah, I would say iced. What classes does the DCP offer? I believe that they're all business related classes that pertain to Disney, if that makes sense. Speaking of that, if you're interested in taking classes, just keep that in mind, because depending on your major, I don't know if it's going to help your major or if it's just going to be like an elective type thing. Do you have any friends with nose rings? And if so, how are they able to hide them when working? So part of the Disney look is actually like no piercings can be showing, except for like the regular like this one, like the ears. So I actually do have a roommate, Bella. She has a nose ring, but she just doesn't wear it. I do know for a fact that it's not part of Disney look, so you can't have it showing. You can't have it like out. And you also can't wear clear spacers either. What's your favorite ride? I actually do have a favorite ride. It is Expedition Everest in Animal Kingdom. It's my absolute favorite ride in all of Disney World. Obviously, I love so many of the rides in Disney, but like I would say that's my top favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna finish with a very important question that was asked. Are you extending your Disney College program? Yes, I am extending my program. I actually was gonna make a video about it, but then I realized that it would probably be a really short video, so like why not include it in this Q&A? But yes, I am extending. So my role is going to be merchandise. I'm actually really excited about that. I didn't put same role, same location on my application because I didn't really want to stay in food and beverage. It was a difficult decision because like I said, I love my coworkers and I do have a fun time at work, but wanted to see what I'd get if I extended. But yeah, I will be in merchandise. I don't know where yet. I don't know the location. I don't know the park. I'll probably make a video revealing that for you. But yeah, I'm really excited. My departure date is gonna be April 30th. But hopefully I'm not actually leaving Disney then. So I was originally supposed to leave on January 2nd and now I'll be staying for 4 more months. Mickey thought, but no, I am too obsessed and I'm staying here. But yeah, I'll keep you guys in the loop. I also am really excited about this because then I can continue my channel, I guess, as a Disney YouTuber. I don't know, I feel like you guys like my Disney videos a lot more than the other ones. I try to keep them Disney related. I like to film other ones too, like how I did my thrifting video. But if you don't like those, it's okay. Like, let me know in the comments. I don't care. Like, I want to make sure that I'm making content that like you guys like seeing. Anyway, so that concludes this Q&A video. It was really fun to film a Q&A. I'm so happy that I was able to get so many questions to answer. I'll probably do this again sometime in the future. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. And again, make sure to follow me on Instagram so that next time there's a Q&A, you can ask me questions on there, because that's actually where I put a lot of my like YouTube content. Like when I announce a new video or when I ask about video ideas, I do put it on my Instagram. Also, I post Disney pics, so if you like to see those, follow me. Anyway, with that, I hope you all have a magical day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!